This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button right there, and let's get right into the news. Well, Joe Budden responds to Charlamagne. Charlamagne kind of went on a rant on brilliant idiots against him, and they were making dog jokes and everything. Now he did applaud Charlamagne for his new deal. He got a podcast deal, which Noriega is a part of, which is interesting because I thought Noriega was going to be a part of Mass Appeal with Nas. I guess that didn't work out. And now he's going over with Charlamagne, and I guess they're going to work out the TV part with Revolt. Drink Champs is kind of like lame right now. No, Joe Budden, that's a good, it still has a lot of life left in it to me, okay? Even though lately it's been more about rants and stuff like that, but he still offers something to his audience, Noriega's thing is like, he just talks over guests and everything. It's like, it was cool in the beginning because he was doing a lot of throwback stuff, but I don't know. Joe Budden's podcast, he's probably going to go independent. Now, these podcast deals are funny, and it's funny how Charlamagne was dissing podcast, started a podcast, and now it's doing, it's just weird. But anyways, Charlamagne, he goes in on Joe Budden goes in on him about Char is trying to shop a black network deal to Spotify, and they didn't want to pay what he wanted, so he goes back to iHeart for less than he wanted. And then he says, so he was offered the deal first but declined because he wasn't going to help Spotify cheat black creators, taking half their revenue and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I guess he went back, which makes more sense. He went back to iHeart, got less upfront money, but more ownership. Okay, so he says he went to a lot of other DSPs. They want to get more money, but told him to leave. He says no proof, but behind the smear. He says no proof that Char is behind the smear campaign. He thinks that. Okay, so this is the funny part. Joe Budden thinks that a smear campaign is going against him. Yeah, the timing is coincidental, but Joe Budden's history caught up with him. That's what happened. Okay, and Tahiri kind of sparked it off with some other stuff that's going on. Okay. He's going through a nasty custody battle with his child, with Sin, which has paperwork, and lawyers, being lawyers, put crazy things in the paperwork. Then Tahiri, then the Spotify thing. It's almost like a perfect storm, which happens. It happens when you're famous and you got a lot of attention on you. So Joe Budden should also be flattered by it because he is, even though it's not good. He has a long history of accusations against him with women. It's a fact. It's in the news. He's been arrested for it. So it's not a smear campaign. It's just the climate we're in that everybody created of cancel culture. Everybody took a part in that. And guess what? It comes to bite. You partook in it at one point, and now it comes to bite you. And now you cry about it and call a smear campaign. That's all I got to say about that. Joe Budden is going to be fine. He's going to go independent, and he's going to make a ton of money. Noriega is joining the Charlamagne network. They're going to do fine. It's a stupid quarrel between these two. And, Joe Budden's going to be fine because nobody's really going to cancel Joe Budden. It's just, he's had so many accusations against him. Nothing happens. He's fine. Who knows how valid they are or not? Who knows? Only him and the other girls know. I can't make. All I know is there was accusations made. Doesn't, I don't know. It's up to these two. And then we got Jim Jones is joining Revolt as a weatherman, which is interesting. But it also shows me that Puffy is only choosing things that are already working on their own. Like Fat Joe, he was interviewing people. Hey, let's just take his Instagram videos and put it on the network. Then we had Nori joined. They were already doing their stuff on YouTube, and he said, let's put that on the network. Joe Budden had State of the Culture. That's the only show they actually developed, and really they took what was developed over a complex with academics in him and tried to bring it over to Revolt. It didn't work out so well. Puffy has a network, and whoever's running the network is doing the laziest job I've ever seen in developing shows. You're Puff Daddy. You can get anybody to do anything to see if it works. I remember they're going to do a Meek Mill Bike Life. That never happened. He has everything he could possibly want. And when you start handing out these deals that are too big, you can't create your network. There's not enough advertising on that network to sustain giving people big checks. You kind of got to make the network something. You got to have some people ride with you for a little while, which Diddy can do. It's Diddy, okay? And get them some Ciroc deals and stuff to sustain them until you build your network up. But Revolt doesn't even have good, first of all, Diddy has to fight another fight with Revolt and cable companies on his placement. It's not with all the other music channels and everything. It's almost like they don't want him to win, So, but it's really lazy network, planning your network, just picking things that are already moving on their own. Develop some shows, it's a boring network. It really needs to be revamped. It's so boring. I've watched it before. It's hard to watch. You got Breakfast Club in the morning with horrible camera angles. They just have this overhead angle and they don't have the straight on angles. It's just horrible. Horrible. Adam22 cancels Celina Powell show. Surprise, surprise. You know what happened there. Odell and Trey and all them, one of them probably served him with some papers because Celina Powell, he was entertaining certain people that were tearing other people down. Celina Powell would tear down Snoop Dogg, Odell Beckham. She would have other people on there. And these aren't just like rap beefs. That's totally different. If you got a rap beef going on, the rapper can respond and they're not canceled. The things that they were doing would totally ruin Trey Songz's life. Okay? Yeah, you could say rap beefs and all that. Yeah, someone could get their life taken. But most of the case, nothing really ever happens on those things. Usually it's supposed to just be two people arguing and it's done. And, if someone actually does something, they're a complete psycho. And that'll go on without people reporting it, just so you know. It's just rappers with egos from the streets. Some of them from the streets, some of them not from the streets, just thinking they're tough, Trey Songz, Odell, the things they were being accused of would totally ruin all their endorsements and everything. And you can't have that on your channel. So Adam canceled that. It was a poor choice to even have it on. Academics was right about that. Celina reacted, and the backlash from this is going to be crazy because now he has Celina Powell that's angry at him. She says it's with heavy hearts. Eliza and I, Thoughts Next Door is canceled. I was going to make a YouTube video about it, but I can't. If I beg tears to even talk. Since 2018, Adam22 and I broke the internet countless times. Really, it's because of academics introducing you to the world. Adam never cared then because only I had backlash. My whole career is backlash. I came a month ago to be interviewed, and we pulled 19 million views on Twitter. We brought the show to him, and he accepted it. We didn't ask for any money because Eliza and I combined make $300,000 just for going viral. Listen, the best thing to do here would have been to start a separate YouTube channel and promote this on some other channel, because to have it mixed in with your channel is bad. Because we talked about messing with, she said, with black men, he got backlash for the first time. Adam then decided today to interview one of my biggest enemies and didn't care. Loyalty is everything to me. We decided to just separate. I'm sorry to OBJ for embarrassing you and at Sons, most importantly, academics. She says, I truly love academics and chose Adam over him for Adam to choose views over us. It's fine though. Eliza and I will find a new home. There's a podcast that's kind of like what they're doing on Barstool Network. I forget what it's called, but it's about girls talking about guys, but they don't mention the guys' names, and that's what they could do. She said, let's see, we love you and everybody was in. Oh, Lena, you can keep that $500 you paid me to do. I hope it makes y'all the money you use me for. I don't cash the check yet. Peace. Oh well. Anyways, another one does. She'll be fine. Celina Powell always finds a way to stay out here, and there's always going to be a guy that is dumb enough to mess with her, because you know what's going to happen after that. Something bad's going to happen, you know. So, you know, you got to learn from what. I don't feel honestly, I don't feel sorry for the guys that get accused of this, because you knew what you were getting into. You're messing with a girl that likes to expose people. You didn't learn from the Offset and Cardi B thing? Like, come on, you know? I don't feel bad, but I don't believe that they should have everything taken from her at the same time, you know? Anyways, guys, this is a long enough video. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I will check you guys in the next one. Peace.